Welcome to the Tom Reefer studio, guys. New viewers, this is the 20-gallon mixed reef cube and the 3.5-gallon PICO and the 6-gallon tall back in the corner here, and here's the 10-gallon Peninsula. And today is Water Change Wednesday, question and answer, and we're gonna do it all right here. Hey guys, I'm prepping the tank. Watch the 20-gallon behind me now. This is what I have to go through before I start the video. Select, look at the 20-gallon. Video, override. Nice. See? So that's how I set it up. So that's what I do to the 6-gallon. All right, new viewers, welcome to Water Change Wednesday. I'm Tom Reefer channel. Water Change Wednesday is a question and answer format. You ask me a question out in the comments section below any of my videos. I'll answer it out there, and I'll try to answer it here, and then you get a little shout out, as they say. All right? So let's get right into Water Change Wednesday today, right now. So what I do here, guys, is this. I just scroll through my questions from the last week, and I start, and then I answer them here. I gotta come up with a better way to remember where I left off from last Wednesday. All right. Alvaro asks about, oh, no. Shit. This one I know I didn't do last week. Here we go. Dog Team asks, Tom, great channel, I love it. Thanks, Dog Team. Could you please advise me, in your opinion, is it cheaper to buy a saltwater tank set up piece by piece or a kit? I'm leaning towards piece by piece, thanks. Dog Team is Joe. All right, Joe. Joe, it's definitely cheaper to get a kit, but you're also getting you don't know what in that kit. If you're just starting out, you might want to research what you would need for your setup and buy each thing piece by piece. You may spend a little more, but that way you have a little flexibility in what you want. Your light, your tank, that's probably the best way to go. Spend a little more, research each individual component, and buy it that way. Check this out now, Dory. I can't win today. When I got home, they were cleaning the air ducts in here. They had a compressor going. This is why it's late today. And now some guy's drilling somewhere. Jeez, I can't win today. Jimmy asks, he's got a question about his Zoas in his tank. This one stumped me, Jimmy. Really. Everything's growing well in his tank. He's saying his parameters are good. He doesn't list what they are, however, but he says he can't seem to keep any of his Zoas alive. If they're not near things that sting, I told him that. I did tell him to, oh, as soon as I want you to hear it. Oh, there it is. Maybe raise them up higher in the tank. This is what he did say. He said he's got an AI Prime 16 HD and he's running his cool white at 25%. So I took a stab at it and said, over a 2-week period, raise that up to about 60%. Cool white, and see if you get a change in the Zoas then. Uh-huh. Oh. Perfect. And he's got his blues up. He's got his blues 100%, which is okay. That's what I have back here. I'm 170% cool white on my 20 gallon. All right, thanks, Jimmy. H2 Aquatics, Tim says, I'm absolutely nuts. Thanks, Tim. I am. I think I am. At least I am when I get back here. When I'm not behind the camera, I'm only a little nuts. But when I get back here, I'm completely nuts. So thanks a lot. G Reef. What's up, Tom? What's up, G Reef? That was TJ Hartman from the Two-Spotted Goby. I told him, we did this last week. All right, he's responding. Maybe he'll try those SA slow sinking pellets. That I get for my Mandarin to see if he can get his two-spot going. He's talking about that, yeah. A rough cost of the HYGGER Mini Wave. This is something, guys. Listen to this. I got mine for $63 a year ago. Guess what it is now? Go ahead, guess. It's over $100 now. It's still worth it, I think. That's getting close. What I love so much about it was the price, and now that it works, I'd say okay. But I'm seeing the price from $105, and I even saw one on Amazon that went up to $187. No way, $187, guys. Spend $300 or whatever the MP10 was and get that. I don't know if I can continue with this video. Don't spend $187 on a HYGGER Mini. A question, but this is kind of cool. He must have watched, oh yeah, what's in your live rock? FL Reef shark, 100 pounds of old Marshall Island. And Tonga branch for his new SCA 150 build. If you guys can get your hands on real live rock, or aquacultured live rock. That means it's been in the ocean, in a garden, you know, where they real natural light hits it and it's growing stuff. You know, they make them along the edge of the water line now, or sometimes they even keep them inside buildings and pump the ocean water through and use artificial light. So if you're going that route, in my opinion, that's the best way to try to remember back on this one. Bots 28. Wait, let me see if Bots 28 has a name. Ah, shoot. All right, anyway, Bots 28 asked me during the week sometime, and I forgot now. I don't want to look at it now. He was cycling his tank, and he says his nitrite was hanging up. It kept staying up there. It wasn't disappearing. He had been cycling for 18 days or something. His ammonia was 0, but his nitrite was between 3 and 5. And I told him to do another water change, hang in there, and now he's responding, and he says his nitrates are 0. He's going to add a little bit more ammonia to see if they stay there. The only thing that I would recommend is you don't know how much ammonia you're adding, if it's a product ammonia, and if you're putting coral in your tank, they don't give off much ammonia at all. It's really broke my concentration, really. If you're at 0 nitrite, Bots, I would say, all right, if you put the ammonia in and it's gone up again, I wouldn't be too concerned about that, because you don't know how much ammonia is is going in. So what I would do is get some Reef Stability by C-Chem. Put Reef Stability in right with it, or right before you put your corals in. That's bottled bacteria, and that'll take care of everything. Just read the directions on that. AIO asks, Do I use carbon filters to remove toxins produced by the toadstool? I'm assuming he means a toadstool leather, which, not to my knowledge, toadstool leathers don't leave any toxins. He might think when it sloths, you know, all leather corals do that. They form a kind of a shiny skin over themselves, and then over a few days or a week or so, they shed that. Carbon filtration really doesn't remove toxins, AIO. It's more or less removes like metals. It'll clear your water up a little bit, but it won't remove any kind of real heavy-duty toxin at all. And he also asked if a skimmer will remove toxins, and a skimmer won't either. It depends on what you mean by toxins. The way I'm reading you is that you're talking about something that's really lethal to the tank that could kill some of your corals or fish in there, and neither carbon filtration or a skimmer is going to remove that kind of toxin. Zachariah asks, when dosing, do you dose the max when the tank isn't full of corals, or do you do half of what's recommended? And I've talked about this before. What you would do with that situation is test. I don't know if I can deal with this anymore. You start with the minimal dose, and then you test after a day or so. And see what your calcium and alkalinity are, and you can test your pH also. If they seem to still be low, then add a little bit more, and you rely on your testing to get your levels to where you want it with 2-part dosing, Zachariah. That's the way you would do it. And after about 2 weeks, you should kind of be dialed in. If your alkalinity levels and calcium levels are where they should be, then you stay with that amount. You want to be around 9 DKH. You could be a little lower or higher, and you want to be around 420 to 450 calcium, in that range. You could even be a little lower than 420 if you don't have a lot of stony corals in their SPS. All right, good luck. Anyway, all right, so don't forget to submit your tanks. Please make sure your video's good. If I really think it has potential, I'll email you back. And I'll also, if I'm going to use it, I'll let you know the Saturday before the Sunday I use it. I'll send you an email and say I'm going to use yours on Sunday. All right? All right. Have a great night, guys. Take care now.